Today's video was sponsored by Envato Elements. Today I am going to combine random animals requested by you. Is this gonna be a disaster? Probably. Ladies and gentlemen, there isn't much to explain. I just wanted to try this incredibly unoriginal idea, so here we are. Also, I know this isn't particularly space related, but who cares? I asked you guys on my Instagram page to send me some random animals I can combine, and these are the ones I found. Starting with the first one, a brown bear and a moose. Here we've got this beautiful bear, and I'm gonna drag in my moose. There it is. And now we should start by just masking him out. Makes sense. We obviously do not need the background, so let's grab the pen tool, just go over it very quickly, just like that. We'll refine this mask later, but this is fine for now. I'm actually quite excited about this idea, even though it's a pretty old, basic idea. I never tried it myself, so that makes this for me new. Almost there. Beautiful. Let's select this. Then we make a mask and boom. As you can see, the lighting on these two is nearly identical. That's amazing. First of all, however, let's make these edges look a bit more realistic and detailed. There you go. Just making a bit of nice fur around the edges. Now let's move this one away and make sure that the bear head is kind of hidden, which, ladies and gentlemen, we can very easily do by just painting over it with a clone stamp. Amazing. Just like so. It doesn't even really need to be all gone because we still need a bit of the fur right here. We can, however, also make sure that the leg goes up a bit further, just like so. And then it should be pretty much ready. So let's put this guy on here. This is a bit big. I feel maybe something like this. Oh, this is beautiful. So then I'm gonna very simply just mask away the fur so it kind of blends in there. Now this is looking a bit strange. Let's paint that back. Oh, that is beautiful. And as you can see, he's gonna need a bit more yellow and possibly some red as well. Most of all on the highlights. There you go. Look, that really does it. Now it's actually matching the rest. This is before, this is after. That's definitely a lot better. Then one little thing, I feel like we need a bit of a shadow right about here. Since his head is kind of in front of this, there shouldn't be too much light. See, something like this, I feel like is a bit better for sure. And actually, I think then that is already pretty much it for this one. Very, very epic. Now, the next one is a tiger and an eagle. Let's see what kind of monstrosity this will become. A tiger and an eagle, quite easy. Let's drop in our eagle. There you go. Of course, just like the previous one, we're gonna have to mask this guy out first. I'm thinking we can just stick to the white area only for this, since the tiger is also white. Makes sense. All those feathers, bloody hell. Then make that a selection and make that a mask. There you go. And now we're gonna have to do a lot of feathering on the edges. Quite literal feathering, because they're feathers. Just a little bit on the outside, just like the previous one, actually, to make it look a little bit more realistic and realistic. Yes. On some images, this works so well. Just look at this. This looks freaking insane. Let's hit OK. I think something like this shouldn't be all that bad. Then I'm gonna convert this into a smart object, make it a bit smaller, and then we can put it on here. See how that looks. Or maybe flipped instead. Oh, that is much better. Yes. Then we're just gonna make sure this is invisible, because this is weird. Copy this area and paste it here like that. Let's try the same thing again. So then let's go and warp this guy a little bit so it matches the shape of the tiger just a bit more. And then the same thing on this side right here. Then we are going to need some shadows on this, but most of all, actually, some color balance. Well, beautiful, perfect, absolutely beautiful. Now just a little bit like that. Same goes for the highlights. Then in general, we may want to add some contrast like that. See, that makes a ton of difference. Wow. And then here below his beak, we need a little more of a shadow that goes all the way here, kind of. That is pretty good, not gonna lie. Don't know what else to add, like it looks pretty decent so far, so, well, on to the next one. Before continuing, I first want to talk to you about the sponsor of today, Envato Elements, and in particular, I want to thank them. If you're a subscriber of this channel, you've seen Envato Elements quite a lot. They're the biggest consistent sponsor of Benny Productions, and I want to personally take the time to say a special thanks to the team. Their support means a lot to me as a creator, and without their amazing library of assets, I wouldn't be able to make the cool stuff I make today. 2021 has been crazy, and I'm sure it will be even better from this point on. In general, if you never checked out Envato Elements, I highly recommend it. They literally have anything you could want as a digital creator. Like I keep saying, I'm a huge fan, so if you want to check it out, use the link down below and get yourself a subscription. Then now, let's go back to the video. The next one is from our friend FaceRunner, a meerkat and a kangaroo. Let's see what that looks like. For this one, I found two perfect images once more. Here we have the meerkat. Now you can already see these match quite amazingly. So let's go and mask this one out yet again. And for this one, I'm using quick selection because this is like a very furry edge. No need to actually put effort in that. The only concern I have is the depth of field on this one is quite dramatic when this one doesn't really have that, but I guess we'll see how that goes. The colors are exactly the same and I didn't do anything yet. Look at this. Like the red right here is identical to this. Wow, let's make this edge look a bit better again. I'm hoping this will work. Then let's get rid of this weird stuff on the edge. And just like that, his head is gone as well. Fantastic. And now I just have to make sure that this is going to connect very organically. So let's make a mask and let's go fade out some of these areas. As you can see, this kind of fits pretty well automatically, which is exactly why I thought this image would work so well, honestly. Yeah, this is almost scary. Like, look at that. This is just almost too easy. This is not funny. Anyways, let's add a bit of a shadow on the left because the kangaroo has that too, sort of. There you go. Something like that. That does not look nice. I am glad this is not an animal. That's for sure. On to the next one. And finally for today, a cat and a polar bear. For this one, I couldn't find a perfect image, but I'm guessing this one will do fine as well. So let's go and mask this out very roughly. All these hairs are going to be a pain in the ass, that is for sure, but I guess we can make that work. Selection and make a mask. Beautiful. And then guess what? We're going to do the exact same thing we previously did, adding some of the fur back. Like that. Beautiful. This is gonna look a bit wonky, I think, but who cares? It's gonna be fine. And these really long hairs right here, we're just gonna have to paint manually because there's no way this mask is gonna allow that. The funny thing is about all this is that a bear and a cat's body aren't that far off, so that's gonna make this look even stranger because a cat they're just too similar to do weird stuff like this with, but I guess we can try anyway. So let's warp it like this, and then we have to make sure the bear's head is hidden once again. So let's copy this area and paste it right here. There you go. Pretty flawless. Same goes for his little nose there. Almost. We also need to copy this and extend it a little bit further, just like so. And the same goes for this leg. So then it covers enough area by far. Then let's go and make this cat a little bit brighter because the light on the bear is a little bit lighter as well. Then as you can see, this cat has a bunch of red in it, which we don't need. We need blue. There you go. And the shadows, most of all. Bear's got a lot of teal in it. However, in the highlights, it has to be more yellowish and even a bit red maybe. Then I'm gonna make a mask on the cat like so, and we can erase the fur so it merges in with the original quite nicely, just like that. Beautiful. And last but not least, these long hairs. I'm not sure what the English term for it is, but in Dutch we call them snorharen. I'm just extending these a little further, just like so. This isn't perfect, but it's fine. Just a nice extra detail we didn't really need. But there you go. Okay, so then here we have the polar bear cat polar cat thing. It's beautiful. I love it. Today's video was most of all just fun to make, even though the results are exactly what you'd expect. If you like this and you want more awful animal hybrids in the future, let me know down below in the comments. And then I guess that is it for today. Don't forget to check out Envato Elements down below in the description. Subscribe, like this video again, and then I guess I'll see you in my next video. That also wasn't it. It wasn't it. What's happening? Where's my standard? The end is near.